311. Why is WLOX the news for South Mississippi? Jeff Lawson, Rebecca Powers, A.J. Jardina, and Mike Reeder, the 6 o'clock news team, dedicated to real stories, stories that move you, and stories that warm your heart. WLOX is here 24/7, bringing you the latest breaking news and up-to-date weather information. The 6 o'clock news team, one reason why WLOX is the news for South Mississippi.
We Care Hospice has been the choice of South Mississippi families for their hospice needs since 1998. They have the only freestanding hospice facility in South Mississippi with a staff of compassionate and caring registered nurses, nurses assistants, a full-time compounding pharmacist, social workers, a chaplain, and dietitian to provide individualized care. Plus, they continue their tradition of providing care in your own home as well as their state-of-the-art facility. We Care Hospice, located at 3725 Main Street, Moss Point. If you need them, call them at 228-474-2030. or call 623-5004.
It's Babers. $10 delivers your way. Anything in the store delivered your way for just $10. Bedroom, living room sets, dining room, $10 delivers your way. HD TVs, computers, washer dryers, refrigerators, $10 delivers your way at Babers. There's no credit needed, delivery included, and 100% satisfaction guaranteed. $10 delivers your way. For a location near you, log on to Babers.com.
Cowart Recording Studio can take care of all of your musical needs. We can convert your cassettes to CD, VHS to DVD, your photo slides to DVD, record you singing one song or a complete album. Make all your finished copies. We sell karaoke singing machines, wired and wireless mics. All this and much, much more at Cowart Recording Studio, 3207 Chico Street in Pascagoula. Call us at 228-762-7205.
Every child has heard the old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Every child knows the truth that words can hurt, often deeply. Verbal abuse can be as devastating as physical abuse. The only difference is the words and scars it leaves aren't always obvious. Let's work together and bring an end to bullying. A message from Gateway Christian Academy, nurturing the spirit, challenging the mind. At 2690 Jefferson Street in Pascagoula. That's Gateway Christian Academy at 228-762-4144, 762-4144, or log on to gatewaychristianacademy.org.
Grace, come on. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like who? Like me. Your Lordy. Why? I was lost, but now, oh yes, I'm found. Was blind, but now, gonna sing time, I see. Yeah, oh yeah. Just saw and snare. Would you believe it? I had already. You can just sing on. Why? This song play for a reason. By the time the song over, I'll tell you the reason. Even if I don't know it right now, I'll figure it out. It will lead where? Me home. will. Yeah. I wasn't planning on this song playing it long, but it just sounds so good to me. How sweet the sound. I ain't never heard Amazing Grace sound this good. That's it. A rest like you and a rest like me. All the way to the hills of Washington. All the way to the back alleys of Alabama. All the way to the mountain range of Denver, Colorado. All the way to Gayville, San Francisco. All the way to Maine, Massachusetts. But now I see, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Another Tuesday has come and gone, and that's what I'm talking about. People, I'm your host, Emmanuel, and I'm joined here by my co-host, Tyrone. Yes, we're in the building. We are back in the building. And before I get into my show today, it's very, very, very wet outside. So everybody, please be careful. I had to change shirts. I had to do a lot of things to get comfortable in this seat here. I'm serious. Ain't that right, Ty?
I'm right there with you, man. I'm cold right now.
People don't think y'all understand. It's pouring cats and dogs, billy goats and hogs. I even saw a couple bullfrogs. But it's definitely raining like I don't know what outside. I tried to run in from my truck to the studio. I was drenched in about 15 feet. That's all I had to run was 15 feet. I thought I was pretty fast. The shirt that I was carrying in my hand to wear on the air got soaked. My whole left arm is soaking wet right now. So people, y'all be careful out there, man. But before we go any further, this show is brought to you by Fred Price Jr. Insurance. Fred Price Jr. Insurance, he's been in business since 1988, so he definitely knows what he's talking about. So go down there and see him for your life, home, car, any type of insurance. He's an independent agent, and he can give you a free quote, no charge. Call Fred Price Jr. at 228-497-2757. And again, that's Fred Price Jr. located in the old Jerry Lee's Shopping Center at 228-497-2757. And again, this show is brought to you by San Miguel and Azteca. San Miguel, located in Moss Point, Mississippi, right here on Highway 63. Azteca is located in Goche, Mississippi, across from your junior college right there in Goche, Mississippi. Go in there, try them out. I love their sampler platter. Get your fajita on, whatever you like on the grill, man. Shrimp fajitas, steak fajitas, they got it all. And of course, I tell y'all my favorite is the fish tacos. Of course, I'm always on the diet, so it is what it is. Y'all go over there and check them out, man. I love them. You can sit there and enjoy the happy hour from 2 to 6 every evening, and watch us. They got 6 flat screen TVs all over the place in there. Y'all get on in there and watch some football. We're in the football season right now, so y'all get in there and watch it. Your favorite game of choice while you eat some hot wings and whatnot. Okay. Every week, Ty, for the past couple weeks, it seemed like some shooting of some sort is making headline news. Now, we know that this is fueling the fires of the left wings, the very liberal people. Look at all these shootings. Ooh, they're killing people. We need to take their guns. We know that, and we understand that's what they're trying to do. And this is definitely fueling the fire of that. But, but because Obama has other things to occupy his time with right now, and he's still trying to do it. He's still bringing it up, gun control, with the help of his liberal friends and called the media. He's still doing it. But with him having his Syria fight on his mind, he want to bum them so bad, you know. And then this talk of the government shutting down, which only reason I hate for that to happen is for our government people, because I'm not a government guy. So if I was a government guy, I'm like, there ain't no way in the world we could shut the government down. You know what I'm saying? I need to get paid. Now, I'm not a government guy, so I'm not really that concerned about it. But I understand those that are. And I'm going to just tell you right now straight up, we probably do need to shut the government down. Shut it down, let these people know what's really going on, because the way that the powers that be that are running our country, they're definitely trying to take our country and take our freedoms away. What made up America, what made us the land of the free and the home of the brave. They're definitely trying to take this country and curve it into a socialism, liberalism already. You know what I say? Liberalism breeds socialism, which in return births what? Communism. It's a reason they all rhyme. Just like Obama rhymes with Abomination. I just had to just throw that in there. That was a freebie. That I just had to give y'all that one. That was a freebie, okay? Please, it's wet outside. Don't wreck. Don't laugh too hard. I had to give you that. But you know, they're trying to take the country and all the things that were put here that made America what it is in great time, and they're trying to turn that around against us now and turn this country into socialism. A lot of people may not understand what socialism really is. It's just communism, which is what? You're going to take a doctor that has applied himself 15 years of school, 15 years afterwards studying under somebody in the workforce. Then, he may go out on his own private practice, and he's been doing his private practice for the last 15 years of his life. And then you want to take his money and say that he only needs to make $50,000. And we're going to make his money even with the guy over here that ain't really applied himself at nothing. Mm-hmm. He probably just get up and go to work, and ain't nothing wrong with, pulling cables. Yes, some people got to pull cable at the shipyard and everything else. But you can't penalize a man that has tried to become a doctor and sacrifice, 30 years of his life to come up with an invention, or you know what I'm saying, and you want to make him make the same money as the man that just got off the couch potato yesterday. He get a job paying him $17, $18 an hour pulling cable somewhere at a local factory, and doggone, you want the doctor or the engineer or the inventor or just the man that has been applying himself at whatever it is. He might own a business, a mom and pop store, anything that's productive. And then you got guys coming right off the couch, and he has to make the same money. He's been laying on the couch for the last 17 years of his life, while you've been missing sleep and been missing girlfriend and boyfriend and missing out on getting married and having kids, and you're applying yourself so you can have a successful all of that later years on down the road. And this man here woman been laying around making babies for the past 10 years of their life, and they get to make the same amount of money that I get to make? Is you crazy?
Yeah. Hey, it's just like we just said before, man. Since the beginning of time, it's always been poor people. It's always going to be rich people. Right. No matter what. You'll never change that. And on that same token, hey, a poor man, it's the reason that it might need to be like that. You get a poor man his money, you might blow it on some drugs, and now he died because he making all this money or something.
And I understand your point, and I want to make sure we let the audience know that we ain't saying just because you're poor you smoking dope. Yeah. But it may be a reason that you're poor. You know what I'm saying? And the decision making, a lot of times it just boils down to decision making. You know what I'm saying? You chose to buy shoes, I chose to put mine in the bank. You know, you chose to buy a T-shirt. I chose to put mine in my pocket. You know, it comes down to just basic, simple choices in life. You know what I'm saying? You buying CDs and stereos and rims and cars and, you know, more clothes, more nothing. You know, more and more nothing. You know, and this man over here sticking his into annuities, and he's sticking his into the stock market, and I mean and the risk that he's taking to lose that money. You know, and now the man then made a great profit because the stock did something for him. Now you sitting over there mad at the man. But here's what I was going to say about that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being poor. Don't get me wrong. Everybody dreams and isn't the same. Everybody don't want to be rich, and I'm not saying be rich. I'm not saying I want to be rich. You know, everybody would love to just be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Comfortable is great. You know, and for me to say, I'm not so sure that the Lord just wants you just comfortable at being poor and broke, because the Lord know you can do better. He want everybody to be successful. He want everybody to do good. To me, if you settling for being just nothing, you know, I was gonna say fat, dumb, and happy. You know what I'm saying? You know how that's a saying. If you're just sitting around settling for that, then I mean, I could probably go as far and make a stretch with it and say that, you know, that ain't what the Bible teaches. Because the Bible is against slothfulness, it's against laziness, you know, it's against, you know, fatness, and I mean, you know, that's a sin. Yeah. Sitting around just glutton. It's against, the Bible said if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? All these things are, what I'm speaking of is biblical.
And a lot, like I heard, you know, in church service lately, that, hey, like on the topic of God and religion,
on the what?
Subject, you go to church and you tired, you know, ain't no telling how God might bless you. But at the same time, you're not in church like you need to be. You're not tired.
And you stingy with your money.
With your money. But, hey, you know, something always happen in your life. Like your transmission go out. You need a new tire.
That's a fact.
You go to jail. You got to pay this ticket.
Right.
You know?
Like the preacher said, the Lord, he know how to get it out. He can get it out you if he want to. He can get that money out you. Yeah. And, you know, that was something, you know, being a young man growing up, you know, I never paid tithe. You know, I was a kid, you know. So, you know, your daddy do all that. It's kind of like praying, you know, that's something your daddy did, you know, at a restaurant or whatnot, you know. But when you get older, that's something I had to teach myself to do. Pay my tithe. It doesn't matter how much money I make that week. If I didn't make that much, I still paid. Because, and the reason why I chose to do my life like that is because when God was speaking about that lady that didn't have much, you know, the rich man gave, then that lady that didn't have anything gave her last, gave her all. Now, she didn't have anything, but she gave what she had. Yeah. And the Lord blesses stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I try to live my life when it comes to the tithing part along those lines, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter, like even if I miss a tithe on Sunday, come Wednesday, I'm standing right in line. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put my money in there because, you know, you gotta tithe. You got to, because blessings come out of that. You know what I'm saying? And it's better to be blessed than to be rich, because what good is being rich if you can't even go enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? You can't even walk around. You know, your back ripped out of proportion, or you ain't got no legs. You know what I'm saying? You need a organ or something. You know, so.
Hey, something I just thought about something on the subject. You know, I believe, you know, it might sound funny saying this, but if America, the people in power who really believe that share the wealth, everybody should be equal, you know, America do a lot of help to other countries, give money out, aid and all that such thing. But to our wealth that we have, why not make these third world countries, man, give them gold, give them cars, make everything the same if you truly believe that. You know, take it past just citizenship in America, but on a country level. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Basically, try to give them their own means of being successful. If we got to come build factories over here, give them means for their economy to turn, to run on its own. That's kind of what you're saying.
In that degree, or at the same time, just give them. You know, give them phones, give them everything that we give. Go give them food, which we do. We do those things.
When we give them stuff like that, what's the difference in the Obama mentality and what you're saying though?
No, I'm not saying I agree with that. I just said if America and the people in power really believe that everything should be fair and equal on a country level, why not be like that? If you truly believe that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm working there. I'm getting around it.
Getting around it. I mean, I'm probably going outside the box though, but I'm just saying that you know, if it's really everything's supposed to be equal, because there's countries that don't have close to nothing of what we have.
Right.
Even countries that's rich and in power. You know, America's so advanced in really the whole world. But
right, I understand what you're saying. You know, I think that America really needs to just start. First of all, man, I mean, we need to quit giving out so much money to these countries. We need to start picking and choosing countries that can benefit us more. We give out money to countries like one country, I didn't forgot the name of it now. We give $50 million to. And I'm sitting here like, I've never even heard of this country before. What are we giving this money to this country for? If anything, let the country shut down. Let them move to the neighboring country that has stuff to support them.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll just turn this into a resort out here. We just come play golf on this little island. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I believe Hawaii has like 15 islands. Hawaii is broken up, and all of it is not populated. Yes, a state of many islands, but sometimes, hey, we don't need to populate all this stuff, right? Let's send these people to where they can get help, to a neighboring country. I mean, if you got to disperse them, whatever needs to be done. But I know we send $50 million a month to this country, and this same country did not respect us when one of their citizens came over here. He was a basketball player, and in college, and him and another guy drunk killed an American citizen. He was just walking across the street, and 6'8" guy just reached out and punched him. Yeah. I don't know if it's Czechoslovakia, it's one of them kind of old names like that, Croatia, something. I don't know which one it was, but it was a country that, a small country that we give $50 million a month to. And when America asked them to turn him over because he fled and went back home after he killed the guy was in a coma for months, and then he went to court. And that country told America, no, we're not turning them over to you. Now, why would you pull against the largest country in the world, power-wise, and we give you $50 million a month, and America had to threaten to stop their $50 million a month in order for them to turn one guy over? So you're trying to tell me that one little itty-bitty man in your entire country is more powerful and big enough for you to say we're not going to turn him over to you, and America thinks this much of this one man to say we're going to stop our funding to your country. Now, I understand Obama with his trashy agenda saying that, hey, we're going to stop funding your country because you're not accepting homosexuality and you're not accepting the abortion thing. That's the president trying to push his own personal agenda. But to me, this is more of a reason to stop their funding. You came over here and killed a man. The guy died later. You know? Yeah. But still though, why? I would never think that this would become that big of an issue, that two countries, you know, America, I'm surprised as a whole that the people that are in power would even hear about this one killing that went on in the middle of the street, you know? Yeah. To just stop this man. Somebody knew somebody. The American citizen that died. That's just the bottom line. For them to have to threaten to take that money back. So I'm with you, man. We blow a lot of money. We waste a lot of money. We throw it in a lot of places that we don't need to throw it in. And with the Democrats in office, they are always spending money. It is insane. Spend more money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was planning on talking about the shooting over here in Africa. Like that there. There's a lot that, well, they're saying that it was guys that are recruited from over here. You know, and some of them was. And they went through the mall asking people, are you Muslim? Now, that would have been the only time I'd have said yeah. But the only problem about saying yeah, they was asking people to quote out of the Quran. Quote scriptures out of the Quran. I don't even know if I should call it scripture. And for those that stuttered, got shot. Man, I just got a stuttering problem, dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You done just shot me in the back and killed us. I mean, he in there killing them. Because, look, as a Christian man, if somebody just walked up to you in the mall out of nowhere, right now, everybody that's a Christian that's listening to this, even if you ain't a Christian, most people in America know some scriptures of some sort, and ask you to quote the one scripture that you know, you probably couldn't do it. Being that this gun was to your head, your mind couldn't even leave that gun to take you there, to take you to that scripture. You couldn't even remember what you feel is a great scripture like John 3:16. You know? And somebody just walk up to you with a gun, say, quote your favorite scripture. You wouldn't even know what is your favorite scripture. What is the easiest scripture for you to remember? You know, Genesis 1:1, in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just real. Yeah. And you walking up to these people, asking these people to quote a scripture out the Quran. Man, dog, you gonna just have to go and kill me, bro, because I don't know it. That's just as simple as that. I don't know it. And I don't know it because you got this AK-47 stuck in my mouth. If you would pull this barrel out of my mouth, then maybe possibly I could quote the thing. But right now, I can't quote nothing.
Yeah.
I can't even see my way out of this. Even after I quote, is this a trick question? After I quoted, you still might kill me. I don't know why you asking me, am I Muslim?
Yeah.
Are you a Christian that's gone rogue? He might be a rogue Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, something I would have did, man, about us being in Africa, I would have just started speaking a different language. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he don't know what I'm saying. Oh,
you just got shot. He don't care. His goal was to kill. Okay, you go ahead. I'm the guy. Are you Muslim? Pow! You dead. You are dead. Pow! Right there. Do you got any information on that? I know how many people wind up body count. Was it 68?
As today, it was 61 civilians and 6 members of the Kenya Security Force died along with that.
So that's 67 people dead.
Yep.
And they still not sure if there was any Americans over there.
Not sure. They do have 11 people in custody though that was supposedly involved with the fighting.
But you know what, man? You know, I heard one lady talking, and she was saying how I'm trying to remember how she said it because it was kind of stupid what she said. She said that, you know, these, you know, people act like they know everything. The media, you don't know nothing. They were saying how, you know, African Americans are approached by these type of things due to poverty. And due to poverty and where they're from and the things that they are promised to get, you know, this, I ain't gonna be able to finish what I'm trying to tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all when I get back because this is just so crazy, man. We finna cut to commercial right here, man. But I want y'all to hear my man. He's singing the rest of the song, guys. We'll be right back.
Obamacare. It's bad for families, bad for small business, bad for America. Congressman Stephen Palazzo is leading the fight to end it. Over 40 times he's voted to repeal, replace, delay, and dismantle Obamacare. Now Stephen's fighting to defund it. Stand with Stephen. Sign his petition to defund Obamacare. Go to palazzoforcongress.com. Make your voice heard. Tell Washington, defund Obamacare now.
I'm Stephen Palazzo, and I approve this message.
The new Hibachi Grill and Buffet is now open in Pascagoula. They have the largest all-you-can-eat cuisine in Jackson County, with fresh sushi made to order, Chinese and Japanese buffet items, and Asian-style hibachi sizzling on the grill. They also have barbecue, pizzas, desserts, and a whole lot more. Book your special occasion in their party room with seating for over 80. To-go menus are available by request. Located in the old Buffalo Wild Wings next to Big Lots on Highway 90 in Pascagoula. The all-new Hibachi Grill and Buffet. Call 696-0888.
This is Talk Radio 1580 WPMO Pascagoula Moss Point and 1440 WVGG Loosedale, the talk of South Mississippi.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Senator Ted Cruz is filibustering in the Senate this evening, saying he hopes his arguments against the health care law will convince people to vote against allowing the House bill to move forward.
Anyone who votes to cut off debate on this bill is voting to allow Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid to fully fund Obamacare. That's a vote that I think is a profound mistake.
But Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says he doesn't support Cruz's effort because he backs the House bill.
We'd all be hard-pressed to explain why we were opposed to a bill we were in favor of. And invoking cloture on a bill that defunds Obamacare, doesn't raise taxes, and respects the Budget Control Act, it strikes me as a no-brainer.
Cruz says he will speak until he's no longer able to stand. Also at SRNnews.com, President Obama is urging world leaders to support a lasting peace between Israelis and Palestinians.
Speaking at the United Nations, the president praised Israeli and Palestinian leaders for their willingness to take significant political risks by resuming direct talks.
The time is now ripe for the entire international community to get behind the pursuit of peace.
The president said the U.S. must recognize that Israel's security depends on the formation of a Palestinian state.
SRN's White House correspondent Greg Clugston reporting Mr. Obama met with the Palestinian president at the UN and also will hold talks with Israel's prime minister at the White House next week. After 4 days of gun battles and at least 61 civilian deaths, Kenyan officials say the siege of an upscale mall in Nairobi is finally over. But officials say 3 floors of the mall collapsed, trapping several more bodies in the rubble. About 175 people were injured. The attack was launched by a terror group with close ties to al-Qaeda. On Wall Street, the Dow by 67 points, the Nasdaq rose 3. This is SRN News.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-800-345-2159. 1-800-345-2159. That's 1-800-345-2159. 1-800-345-2159.
Your local news from Loosedale to Long Beach begins on Talk Radio 1580 and 1440. Former Mississippi State basketball player Marcus Bullard has been paroled on felony drug convictions and is now facing a drive-by shooting charge. 38-year-old Bullard, once an NBA hopeful, was on parole for cocaine and ecstasy convictions on December 26th when he allegedly fired shots at an acquaintance in Gulfport. Federal marshals later found Bullard, and he was extradited to the Harrison County Jail on May 2nd. He was sent to prison on July 29th on a parole violation. The State Parole Board recently approved his early release. He was transferred Thursday to the Harrison County Jail, where he's being held on the drive-by shooting charge. 12 Harrison County students were taken to a hospital yesterday for minor injuries after a school bus they were riding in collided with a vehicle near North Gulfport's 7th and 8th grade school. Police said the bus and a vehicle collided at Indiana Avenue and Jackson Street, and the bus then hit a utility pole. 12 students on the bus and 1 person in the car were taken to local hospitals. The city of Pascagoula is about to make some much-needed improvements to its popular Point Park. Through a combination of grant and city funding, the transformation will soon begin, fixing potholes, resurfacing, landscaping, adding some sidewalks and parking. The mayor said a supersized amphitheater will also be going up, which will host entertainment and sporting activities. 2 stations, 1 local newscast, the talk of South Mississippi, WPMO and WVGG.
This is Sally Russell with your local weather forecast on Talk Radio 1580 and 1440 AM. Still have a chance of showers as we make our way through the night. Our early morning lows right around 75. Now, most of our showers will be early on Wednesday. We will actually gradually clear for the afternoon, a high in the upper 80s. Slight chance of an evening shower Wednesday night, and then Thursday, sunshine, upper 80s. That's your local weather forecast on Talk Radio 1580 and 1440 WPMO and WVGG. I'm meteorologist Sally Russell.
Experienced and ready to serve you, it's Action Printing Center on Market Street in Pascagoula. Action Printing Center is a great source for all your printing, graphic design, and digital printing services with a quick turnaround. At Action Printing Center, you will find everything from business cards to full-color printing. The staff at Action Printing Center are professionals in all fields, including graphic design, experienced press operators, and excellent customer service reps, all under one roof. Action Printing Center at 3315 Market Street in Pascagoula, serving South Mississippi since 1975. Call 228-769-2676.
Are you looking for auto parts? Don't go visit those other clowns. Come see your friendly neighborhood Napa dealer at 4009 14th Street in Pascagoula. Family owned and operated for over 40 years. Standard Parts of Jackson County can handle whatever needs you might have. Let one of our ASE certified parts professionals show you the meaning of Napa know-how. Call 762-1344. That's 762-1344. Hail State from the entire staff at Standard Parts of Jackson County, your Napa know-how dealer.
Trying to make a new financial start can be a challenge with all the gimmicks and advertising out there, but the good news is that Singing River Federal Credit Union is here to help. Certified financial counselors trained to help you clean up your credit are ready if you need help with home budgeting, debt management, credit rebuilding, or any financial concerns. And best of all, the service is free for members. Call today to make an appointment and your counselor will review your credit report with you. It only takes about 30 minutes, it's completely free, and it's confidential. So call your SRFCU branch today.
Limit 1 financial review per person. All loans subject to approval based on credit. Terms subject to change without notice. Singing River Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
How sweet is thy sound. I sing. Yes, say. Like me. Tearing the song up. Ty gonna sing here. That is not me. Go ahead, Ty, sing.
I see.
Yeah, we see you can't sing.
It sounded pretty good, then.
Yeah, go hit the next verse. Hit the next verse, Ty.
It sounded good.
Through me, midday, just so. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Of course, I'm your host, Emmanuel, joined here by my co-host, Tyrone, the one who cannot sing.
No, that sounded pretty good, man.
And it, look, man, good.
Only sound pretty good, you know. It wasn't all off scale, you know.
It all depends on who think pretty is pretty.
Hey.
Pretty good.
I was told I could sing when I was a child. Though.
Yeah, everybody was told they sang when they was a child. All of us told we was cute when we was a child, you know. You ain't want to just murder your dreams.
Hey, well, look, I remember I was a kid, man. I was part of Mississippi State Choir.
Yeah. That's because you was in school as a kid. That's what everybody was a part of.
Everybody just went on a part of that, man.
Okay. So as a kid, which was about 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could sing, right?
I still can.
Okay, go ahead, sing right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Go and sing Amazing Grace here on live air.
Next Tuesday, I gotta, I don't sing like I need to or often, so I gotta,
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, no music. Go and sing live.
I do it next Tuesday. Give me time to practice, man. I got viewers, man. I can't just jump out here and sing.
Hey, I can. That's dead. I'm through talking about it. People, if you want to call in, talk to us, talk smack about whatever you want to talk about, call 228-762-3002. I had a friend that said 3002. What kind of number is that? I said 3002. He said okay. Again, that number is 228-762-3002. And if you're in the Lucedale area, you can call 601-247-1440. And again, if you're in the Lucedale area, call 601-247-1440. You'll think by now I can remember these numbers, man. It's too many numbers for one man. But before we went to commercial break, I was telling you about what this idiot woman had said. She was saying how people recruit out of the she said African American. First of all, people, I'm a black man. I don't know nothing about no African American. I ain't never been to, you see, I hate that. I ain't never been to Africa. Maybe one day I might go, but right now I don't even plan on going. They shoot too much over there. You see, they just had a shooting in Kenya. You go to shooting off in the malls in Kenya, you ain't no rebels in Kenya. Ain't nothing going on in Kenya, But that's probably why they were shooting over there, because they didn't know people got no guns around there. So, she said, let me see if I can sound like her bewildered voice. The jihadist Muslim Arabic people sometimes go into the African American community. She said it just because 4 black guys was involved in the shooting, and they look like some people from America, and maybe 3 of them from America. But they go into these she wanted to say these hoods. But she's trying to stay politically correct. I can't say hood on TV. It's going to make me seem hood, unofficial. But they go into these areas where the poor people are and lower income. Now, what makes you an expert, ma'am, on what's going on anywhere? I don't even know why they talking to you.
That's in Africa.
Why they ask you? Well, some of these guys was supposed to be from Minnesota.
Yeah.
So she's speaking of the 3 from Minnesota, or 2 or 4, or however many. So they go into these communities, and they give these guys who don't have a chance, or they feel like they don't have a chance, and they give them opportunities. They tell them that they could come see the world, and then they could come eat all the steaks and potatoes that they want, and you might get this amount of money, and they give them and offer them great things. My thing is this: how would you know that? Because this is the first time in history that they think this has happened. So have you talked to any of them? Do you even know any of them from Missouri? Because first of all, here's my thing. I am a black man / African American for this last decade. That's what blacks begin called. A couple years ago, they was Afro, Negro, African American, Afro American, whatever they being called right now. I don't know. So they go into these communities, and then they tell the people that they would promise them things, and they just get up and go. First of all, ain't nobody just getting up and going like that. No Muslim talking people. Look, people, you can't even get black people to jump into a swimming pool. You sure ain't finna get them to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ain't finna get them to go across the Atlantic Ocean on a whim to talk about Muslim jihadists. Most likely, they don't even know what you're talking about. Jihadists. Man, look, man, does is McDonald's involved? Hardy's over there. Man, they not gonna do it.
What a basketball court at?
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, man. And my thing is this: the reason why I'm finna tell this woman you are dead wrong, because I am a black man, and ain't nobody ever came to me and asked me to be nothing. They ain't never asked me to come to dinner early. My mama ain't never asked me to do that. Ain't nobody asking nobody to join no jihadist nothing, to go do nothing. Them boys, if they are from Minnesota and they are over there doing that, they part of this trash because that's what they want to be. Ain't nobody coming from Africa and Egypt and Saudi Arabia and Iraq to recruit 3 knuckleheads in Minnesota. I'm from Mississippi and ain't never been to Minnesota a day in my life. A person from Iraq couldn't find Minnesota on the map if you gave him a map. All these people in Minnesota, and we just so happen to luck up on these 3 who feel just like us. If them boys are over there from Minnesota, most likely they contacted the jihadists. You got to put your name in a hat to let people know you are that radical. You have to let it be known that you're a radical, imbecile maniac that needs your head peeled back. I like how I rhyme that. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. What you think about this? What you think about how America, you know, give these students visa passes and stuff for school and everything, and quite especially the Boston Bombers, you know, they was involved in that, you know.
See, I blame America for all that type stuff. We need to cut that type trash out.
Yeah.
But people say, oh, that's what made America America, because everybody can come here and we can use the skills of everyone across the nation. No, we can't. No, we cannot. I don't care he from Egypt. I don't care he from Zimbabwe. I don't care he from New Zealand. I don't care he from Germany. He can't do no better heart surgery than this man right here from Mississippi, who's been studying to be a great heart surgeon and been doing what he's been doing for the last 100,000 years. You know what I'm saying? He can't tie his shoe no better than that man can tie his shoe. Now, yeah, there are some things, you know, we all know that, you know, some things, but hey, it's enough great people here in America that if you need a little extra training, we can go get that. We don't need to just be bringing in people all across the borders and all this type stuff to come in here and teach us nothing. Matter of fact, we don't do it the same way you do it. So why do we need you here?
Yeah.
You know, all you're doing is risking bringing more and more problems here. Man, there's a waiting list like crazy for people to come into our country. And you don't know what these people are coming over here for, man. Man, I swear I love to eat McDonald's, man. I swear. I love to eat Popeyes. I mean, I'm eating it now. I just can't. Man, leave me alone. I just want to go to Popeyes. Y'all the ones trying to die for a cause. America ain't trying to die for no cause. We dying because we drunk and driving. Because we just left a Super Bowl party. What are you talking about? Your God. Our God is forgiving. He don't kill us like this. We have faith in our God. We don't want to die for your religious cause. And plus, that's your religious cause. That's what y'all believe in. Kill each other. We don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Quit trying to push your agenda off on us. Before we get tired of y'all and just press a button.
Well,
Turn your sand to glass.
It's just so much hate in that religion, man. All this killing, man. Yeah. I mean, what a love.
I just been say, man, what a love, brother. Show the love. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. A lot of them, their heads just hot. They need to take them turbans off their head. Cut your beard. You might find out just getting a little AC will cool some of that trash down. Take one of them robes off. You walking around with 10 blankets wrapped around. Hey, they got all this heat on, turban, big beard, 30 quilts, and gonna wear some flip-flops for cooling. Come on, man.
Yeah, 140-degree heat temperature, man.
I mean, you know, man, you know how it is down here in South Mississippi. Stuff, when it get hot, you just get irritated. You irritable.
Yeah.
Move.
They probably wrong when they just hot, man. I gotta go
figured
kill
it out.
somebody.
We just figured out. Where's that woman that said that African Americans are recruited because they are bewildered and they are suffering here in America, and they don't have that much to eat, and so they give them these things and they go over there. Well, here go 2 black men that just figured it out. I'm one and Ty, you one.
Yeah.
The bottom line is it's simple. They're hot. We just need to ship a lot of window units over there. Window units. And we can solve world peace. It won't be no more bombing, Boston City bombing. Won't be no more attacks if Walmart and Hudson Salvage would just donate some window units to the outside desert. Cool that sand off. And another thing, they need to get rid of them camels.
Tell me about it.
And start riding in Toyotas. No more bicycles, because that's close to a camel. You got to work for it. AC, F-250s, F-150s, Silverados. They already got Mercedes, but y'all Mercedes are old. You need to get a new one. See, a new Mercedes talk to you.
Hey, that's something that was strange about that, man. Being in Iraq and Kuwait, the poor as these countries are, man, I saw more Mercedes than anything, man.
Yeah, all they got is Mercedes over there. You know?
And a herd of sheep walking down Highway 90.
Hurry up, move the sheep out the way. I got to bring my Benz through here. So, you know, man, Ty, we just solved it. I don't care what nobody say. We just solved the problem. What you think about that?
Yeah, I'm ready for my interview with CNN and Fox, right?
Yeah. Are you happy that we came up with the solution?
Yeah.
You know what else? It just came to me. It just came to me. I hold up hands. I hold up hands right now.
Oh, what you got?
I hold up hands. I got hands raised. Give them some Freezy Pops. That's good. You talk about world peace right there. Send them some ices. They don't know nothing about ices. That's the problem. They need popsicles, ices, bags of ice, stuff like that. Give them some Jordans. How cool is that? Walking around in a skirt with Jordans on. A man.
And then, you know, since talking about the religion, you know, when they do this killing and die for a cause, you know, they go to heaven supposed to get 72 virgins. So you got a religion that's based on hate and killing.
And sex.
And then, sex. All you can do in heaven.
Sex at the end.
All you can do is heaven is have sex.
And here's the problem. Maybe they need to just start, you know, doing a little sinning. Because here in America, we know that sex ain't good enough to kill no people over. Because you about ready to kill your spouse right now. And you ain't ready to kill nobody else. You just want to kill them.
Yeah.
You know, I can't stand your sex. I am so sick of everything about you. Will you please just die? I can't stand you. Go to Iraq. Bomb yourself. Just bomb yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, we just figured it out, man. Right here on the Real Talk Show, man. That's why we call it Real Talk, baby. I'm proud of ourselves. What you think about that, man?
Sounds like it'll work.
It's like see, we got a white boy to agree with it. We got a there we go. We got a white boy to agree. Yes, hey, when blacks and whites come together in America, it's a beautiful thing, man. We can accomplish a lot. See, we just accomplished it. Now, if we could just go get that dude up in the White House. Now he's black and white, so he's one for all and all for one. So we could just, you know, get him to see it the way we see it.
Contact the Muslim Brotherhood, give them a call. Help them
and we got
understand.
something about the Muslim Brotherhood coming up next. People, we got something about the Muslim Brotherhood coming up next, man. Y'all stay tuned.
This is Sally Russell with your local weather forecast on Talk Radio 1580 and 1440 AM. Still have a chance of showers as we make our way through the night. Our early morning lows right around 75. Now, most of our showers will be early on Wednesday. We will actually gradually clear for the afternoon, a high in the upper 80s. Slight chance of an evening shower Wednesday night, and then Thursday, sunshine, upper 80s. That's your local weather forecast on Talk Radio 1580 and 1440 WPMO and WBGG. I'm meteorologist Sally Russell.
The end of the world is getting to be a popular subject. But what really happens in the apocalypse, and how does the world really end? Join me, Pastor Martin Britt, at Parkway on the corner of Jefferson and Macpila Wednesday nights at 6:30 on the Pascagoula-Moss Point line for Kingdom of Heaven class, and find out what the Bible really has to say about the age to come and the ages that follow it. To find out more, go to martinbritt.com. That's martinbritt.com.
Obamacare. It's bad for families, bad for small business, bad for America. Congressman Stephen Palazzo is leading the fight to end it. Over 40 times he's voted to repeal, replace, delay, and dismantle Obamacare. Now Stephen's fighting to defund it. Stand with Stephen. Sign his petition to defund Obamacare. Go to palazzoforcongress.com. Make your voice heard. Tell Washington, defund Obamacare now.
I'm Stephen Palazzo, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Todd Trenchard with Merchants and Marine Bank, inviting you to stop by any of our local branches and find out why so many families have chosen M&M Bank. We care about the same things you do, a better life for our loved ones, and we have money to lend for all your needs. So come in today and talk to one of our friendly community bankers. We truly are hometown people that you know.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. This presentation of the programming of Talk Radio 1580 and 1440 AM is underwritten in part by Russell S. Gill, PLLC, attorney at law with over 30 years experience in litigation involving contract and construction disputes, accident injury claims, insurance claims, oil spill claims, arbitration, and probate cases. The attorneys at Russell S. Gill, PLLC can be reached at 228-432-0007 in Biloxi, Mississippi. Free background information is available upon request, or contact the Mississippi Bar at 601-948-4471.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm your host Emmanuel, and I'm joined here by my co-host Tyrone is in the building. And before we went to break here, we was talking about, you know, the hot and angry Muslims.
That just sounds funny.
They're hot and angry at the same time. So I hear that Egypt has banned the hot and angry Muslims.
Yeah, the Brotherhood, yeah. They ordered the seizure of the group's funds, basically trying to take them out of power. You know, so much chaos, you know, just 2 years ago the Arab Spring happened.
What did they do to them again?
They seized some of their funds, and you know, some carry out any activities across the country, you know, as a group. They seized that. I guess they're not allowed to do those type things. But it doesn't say why, you know, but I'm sure it has something to do with the president that was in power, you know, because like a month or two ago they were trying to get him out, which they really did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Didn't they kill him?
No, they ain't killing him. You talking about Gaddafi.
Yeah. Muammar Gaddafi. Omar Gaddafi. We're going to give him an American name. Omar Gaddafi.
But it just showed how, you know, unsatisfied them people, they can't be pleased, man. They killed one man.
Say that again. Hold up. Hold up. Call Obama right quick. Let's get him on the phone right quick. Call Obama. Call him.
We're sorry.
What? The White House phone is disconnected.
Please check the number and dial again.
They ran out of money.
Hold up. The White House that ran out of money.
I guess we next, man. I can't believe that.
Oh, my lamb. Hey, ham I am, green eggs and ham. Obama, we tried to get you on the phone so that you can speak up for your brother, your brothers.
Forgot to pay his phone bill.
And the thing about it, they forget to pay the bill, but they trying to push Obamacare.
Yeah.
Pay for your medical, though.
But they want us, because they want us to pay the bill. That's why. So I hear Obamacare supposed to go into effect, next month?
October 1st.
October 1st.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. I mean, if you plan on just putting us in a hole, it'll work. You'll be successful at that. You know, people just feel like that this can work. How? Somebody got to pay for this. And the Democrats don't care, because if the country spiral down even more, see there, that's why y'all need me for another term to pull us up out of this.
And we need more government, you know.
More control.
Yeah.
Because, see, if the other people that I inherited this debt, he loves saying that.
5 years ago.
How much debt he inherited. Man, will you shut up? Yeah. This your debt now. And you done put us 10 times more in debt in 2 years than George Bush did in 8. And George Bush fought like 10 wars, 13 natural disasters, and all you did was fought yourself. Obama's biggest fear is himself, keeping him from himself, destroying himself, that will, in essence, destroy the country. Let's get this, let's get that. And meanwhile, you know, let's go and start a war over there. Oh, y'all don't want me to? Because I really didn't want to. I was just saying something. Because he punked me, because I said I'll blow him up when I was running for office, but nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Man, that's just like, you know, the UN speech that I heard that he said today. You know, basically, he taking the word of Iran, like Iran really trying to work with America on
you know what I'm saying,
nuclear.
bro? Them people just hiding gas bombs.
Yeah, but
why
are you trying to, like, actually believe this guy? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just show how gullible and our president is, man.
I don't believe he's gullible. It show you how sneaky he is.
Yeah.
It show you how sneaky he is, because he's probably working with the guy. Him and Putin and all them other farts.
Yeah. Just like, you know, the president of Israel, man. All this stuff doing is they lie to you and say this thing to give them more time to do what they really trying to do. And my understanding, I believe back in 2005, Iran, I believe it's in the some kind of book or whatever that they go by, point blank says that if we can just lie and get our way through to make this nuclear bomb, like, it's in their agenda to do this. You know, it's the whole plan.
Of course it is. And then they talking about, well, the UN gonna have UN weapon inspections, and they're gonna allow them in there to inspect what? The spot where it used to be? What are we inspecting? The indentions in the ground? You got a 6-inch indention here. This is where the nuclear weapon was built, on the stand right here. This is where the stand was that held the nuclear pipe bomb that will destroy half of the globe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, do you really believe that these people gonna let you come over here and catch them red-handedly? I mean, what the stupid flip kind of trash talk is that?
Something they believe, man, with your Harvard.
And that's another thing. How in the world is all these people sitting around saying that they are highly educated, they know government front and back, they went to the mountaintop and they seen, they looked over the hill and they've seen? You ain't seen nothing. You don't know nothing. All of them.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, man. If I could see Hillary Clinton, well, I was going to say if I could see her self-destruct, but we're all seeing her self-destruct right before our eyes. Every time she's on the TV, she looks worse and worse. She looks toe down now. She looks a lot older than she is. She's gaining weight. Everything about her is just looking ugly. You know, I mean, really, she has an ugly personality. It's next to Oprah's. Her face kind of look like Oprah now. Everything. Oh wow! I'm looking at a picture of Hillary right now. I mean, everything about her is a devil. That's the true picture. I wish we could put that picture up so everybody can see that. She looks, and then they saying that this woman is not gonna win president. She's not gonna win the president. That's just the bottom line. They trying to say she is. Look, the woman is already close to 70 years old. By the time she run, she'll be 68. No. Who wants a 70-year-old woman as their president?
Especially with the belief she's trying to bring to the table. Especially since Obama done this thing. I'm telling what he gonna do before he get out. It just opened doors up for something worse. You know, oh, he did
That's
that.
a fact.
You know,
That's
a
a fact.
He got away with that.
I don't know why they trying to speak this woman into being the president. We got a call on there. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I am right here. Hopefully we're not on the air right now.
You are. You're on the air
Oh.
right now. Somebody press that button, man. You're definitely on the air. What's your name?
Okay. Well, this is actually Dr. Rick Hoover. I'm going to be having a radio show there in the next couple of weeks. And actually, I'm trying to get a hold of my partner who's going to be on there with me. I needed to get your address. I don't know how to tell him how to find the station there.
Well, you on the air. You can say whatever you want to say.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. And for all the folks who are going to be listening Thursdays at 4:30, we look forward to being on the air.
That'll work, man. I haven't heard
Okay.
anything about it, man, but I'm gonna be looking forward to hearing what you're gonna talk about. If you on this station, you got to feel something like me.
Oh well, we're definitely going to be on there. I appreciate it.
Hey, you hear how he didn't answer that, huh? That means he don't feel nothing like me. Hey, I know. Hey, you're very. Hey, are you running for office, man? You're very politically correct.
I'm not running for office, but I think in order to treat people, you need to be fairly politically correct because, you know, whatever your political leanings, there's always going to be somebody who's going to disagree with it. So,
right. So what kind of doctor are you again?
I'm family practice. Dr. Vermont is going to be on there, and he's the vascular doctor.
Okay, and what's your show kind of gonna be catered to? Health
Well,
or
we're gonna
politics?
have basic topics that we're gonna try to cover, but then also be able to take either calls or emails and try to answer some things while we're on the air.
You know what, Doc? I'm gonna have Matt here to get your contact information. I have something that I want to speak with you about. I'm glad you called in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna call you when I get off the air here in I guess about 20 minutes.
Okay.
And go from there, man. But it was good to hear from you, and I'm glad I'm gonna be listening for your show, man. That's what's up.
Well, good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, call in anytime. Next time, man, when you call in, say something bad about Hillary.
Okay.
Or Obama. Each one, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, Nancy Pelosi. Those three right there, they're at the top of my hit list.
All right.
Those are the ones that I shoot for every week. If I could say something that would impact somebody against them three there, man, I done my job.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yeah.
You gonna hold on there and get his number for me, Matt.
Yep.
Here you go, Matt. Here you go. It was good talking to you, Doc.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, Ty, I like that plug he did. Hey, that's a good little plug, man. This guy's a professional, man. He's a professional.
I believe I met him before. I believe he just cut his yard back in the day. His office too.
Okay.
Dr. Hoover. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you what you looking for, Matt? What, the phone? You looking for the phone? The phone in front of you. Oh, it's gonna cut him off there. Go ahead, man. Handle your business. Here's a piece of paper, whatever you need to write his number down on. Dr. Hoover, stay on the air because Matt having technical difficulties trying to reach you. Oh, there you go. He got you now. So we were saying that that this is what we're part of, man. The Obamacare, and I should have asked him a couple questions about Obamacare while he was on the phone. You know how he feels, that what he thinks positive about it and what's negative about it. But he was saying, you know, Obamacare is basically for those that can't afford insurance. They'll have insurance, health benefits. Now, that sounds great if it can work right. But guess what? It's not, because for people that cannot afford benefits, that means someone has to pay for it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Someone has to pay for it. And is Obama willing to pay for it? Is Nancy Pelosi willing to pay for it? Hillary? I mean, between those three, they're some of the most wealthiest people in the world, I'm sure. Before Obama was the president, he probably wasn't rich. But since he's the president, you can believe he's rich. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, who do we get to pay for this? Do me and you? Who? How do we pay for this? What do you suggest that we do to pay for this? I mean, how?
Tax the rich.
That's his belief,
yeah.
And that's his philosophy. But we were speaking early on in the show, and I never did get through speaking on that. We were speaking about the poor people and giving the poor, you know, money. And my thing is this: a poor man has never provided a job for anybody. How can he? A poor man has never contributed to society other than spending all of that money. So he has never built and made and helped others to prosper, other than blowing it to those people that he bought a car from. But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when we speaking of some people you could give $1 million to, and he's going to turn it to $500 million or $500 million. And some people you give $1 million to, and tomorrow they're going to be broke. They're going to turn it. They're going to turn into a lot of T-shirts and shoes and Gucci purses and Prada shoes and, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, Louis Vuitton and all of that, and more cars. And like my friend, he's into banking. He told me this the other day. He said, man, a lady came in the other day, and my boss told her she won $1 million. Said my boss told her that if you give me this $1 million, you could take 100,000 and blow it. So give me 900,000. He said, I make you, and I promise you, I can get you $10,000 a month. I'll pay you $10,000 a month, and I'll sign a bank contract with you, and we have to honor this contract. We will pay you $10,000 a month. Well, we got to just pay it out of our bank, even if we ain't making you no money. So, now, first of all, I really don't see how they can promise anything, because I don't know how you can promise that nobody's stock will make any money, or, you know what I'm saying? You really can't do it. But, you know, my point is, she came back a month later crying, dead broke. Broke as a joke. A woman who won $1 million a month ago came back crying, broke as a joke. I said, well, she probably ain't broke. I'm sure she bought a house, a car. They said no. She said she did not buy a house. Said she and her friends and family members just spent it all. And I'm sitting here wondering, how can you spend $1 million in a month? How could you do it? What are you spending it on? And if you are living in a regular neighborhood or a trailer, you don't have enough room in your house to put $1 million worth of stuff.
She must have bought another house or something.
Or it went up her nose.
That's probably plan A.
Yeah, that's most likely. That's plan A. It went up her and her friend's nose. They all sat around and snorted it. They snorted about $250,000, and they drunk another $250,000, lick over the course. So that's $500,000 gone right there.
They're still alive too.
Well, if you blow $1 million in a month, you pretty much dead. Your spirit, you just walking around a shell.
Shot.
Yeah, the only reason she walking around, her nerves ain't died yet.
You thinking every day, man, did I lose some of this money?
Yeah.
Man? I mean, what?
Yeah. If your nerve, if her nerves just start working, she'll just collapse right there. You know, she still, it's kind of like a snake, a lizard. After you chop its tail off, you can still move around. It's still alive. You know, basically. She got to be walking around on pure adrenaline. The pure shock that she just blew $1 million in 4 weeks. We're talking 30 days. In 30 days, you can go from poor to poor again. In 30 days, 30 of these things. Yeah. I got 10 fingers. You know what I'm saying? In a few more of these 10 fingers, you did. I mean, you didn't blew it.
And think about it, and it's not just that she's poor again. It's just that there's nothing better it from you. I mean, you don't have a house, a car.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, you just blew
if she'd have bought a
up.
house, it could have been a regular neighborhood house. Because you got $1 million. If you ain't got $1 million worth of income coming in, there's nothing you can do with it. You know? So, do something with this money. And that's what I'm talking about. Poor people, they're not used to turning money and creating money. So, why are we talking about giving a man like that doctor that just called in? That man applied himself. He's used to applying himself. He's used to making money and creating jobs for people. So why would I give a man that ain't never did nothing but laid around on the couch for the last 17, 20 years of his life, 30 years of his life, why should we give him $1 million? Really? Let's give somebody $1 million who can make this $1 million work for everybody in the community. Make this community better. When we come back, we'll speak more on that.
Every child has heard the old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Every child knows the truth that words can hurt, often deeply. Verbal abuse can be as devastating as physical abuse. The only difference is the words and scars it leaves aren't always obvious. Let's work together and bring an end to bullying. A message from Gateway Christian Academy, nurturing the spirit, challenging the mind. At 2690 Jefferson Street in Pascagoula. That's Gateway Christian Academy at 228-762-4144, 762-4144, or log on to gatewaychristianacademy.org.
The new Hibachi Grill and Buffet is now open in Pascagoula. They have the largest all-you-can-eat cuisine in Jackson County, with fresh sushi made to order, Chinese and Japanese buffet items, and Asian-style hibachi sizzling on the grill. They also have barbecue, pizzas, desserts, and a whole lot more. Book your special occasion in their party room with seating for over 80. To-go menus are available by request. Located in the old Buffalo Wild Wings next to Big Lots on Highway 90 in Pascagoula. The all-new Hibachi Grill and Buffet. Call 696-0888.
Obamacare. It's bad for families, bad for small business, bad for America. Congressman Stephen Palazzo is leading the fight to end it. Over 40 times he's voted to repeal, replace, delay, and dismantle Obamacare. Now Stephen's fighting to defund it. Stand with Stephen. Sign his petition to defund Obamacare. Go to palazzoforcongress.com. Make your voice heard. Tell Washington, defund Obamacare now.
I'm Stephen Palazzo, and I approve this message.
Trying to make a new financial start can be a challenge with all the gimmicks and advertising out there, but the good news is that Singing River Federal Credit Union is here to help. Certified financial counselors trained to help you clean up your credit are ready if you need help with home budgeting, debt management, credit rebuilding, or any financial concerns. And best of all, the service is free for members. Call today to make an appointment, and your counselor will review your credit report with you. It only takes about 30 minutes, it's completely free, and it's confidential. So call your SRFCU branch today. Limit one financial review per person. All loans subject to approval based on credit. Terms subject to change without notice. Singing River Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Oh, yeah. A red like me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to Real Talk with your host Emmanuel and your co-host Tyrone. And before we went to commercial break, we was talking about money. Now I'm gonna say something here. Some people may get offended. Some people may not. But I've you know, my show is called Real Talk for a reason, because I believe in speaking real talk. What I believe is real. What I believe is the truth. So here you go. We're speaking about giving poor people money. Some people will try to take it, flip it, and make it work. But would you bank on that? A lot of killer music. A lot of people don't know how to be rich. That's number one. If you knew how to be rich, knew how to maintain the money, you could do something. And if you knew what to invest in, because to be rich, a lot of people that's rich been involved in cliques all of their life. They are privy to things that's coming to the coast or coming to your neighborhood to make money. They're privy to, you know what I'm saying, to these types of resorts that you can invest in. You know, and if you're never privy to anything, you're not a part of a doctor's organization. You're not part of a political anything. You're not a part of nothing. You just a standalone that I just walked up to you and gave you $1 million here. All you know how to do is spend it. That is all you know how to do. You don't have the connects to putting up a shipyard. You know, you just don't. So what do? You just go buy your truck. Except for this is not no normal truck. This is a army tank truck. This is not a house. You ain't thought, because you never owned a house. The bigger your house is, depending on where it's at, you have taxes to pay. Taxes don't never stop, even if your house is paid for. It's other things like the 40 acres and a mule. Blacks were saying was promised to us 40 acres and a mule. Black people didn't get the 40 acres and a mule. Some blacks did get the 40 acres and a mule. But had they gave a lot of blacks back then 40 acres and a mule, that takes a lot to keep up 40 acres, and you're trying to farm it. You got to buy seeds. You got to buy the tractors that come along with it. And blacks back then couldn't afford the tractors and the track hoe and the bulldozer or whatever you might need to farm this land. You got to have seeds. This stuff is expensive. Now, how you going to do that off of a $50 a week income? Now, I know some of y'all think that I've just made that up. See, I'm the grandson of a plantation man. So you're talking to a boy that knows about what I'm talking about. My granddaddy made $50 a week. He worked the fields from sun up to sundown. My daddy made $3 a week baling hay in the fields, as far as your eyes can see. That's what my daddy did growing up. He baled hay, hooked hay, threw it in a trailer all day, from sun up to sundown. That's what he did. Only get paid $3 at the end of the week, and his daddy would get paid $50 at the end of the week. So if you gave them 40 acres and a mule, could they keep up the land? So eventually, it would have went right back to the man anyway. They would have took it anyway, because there's things about this land that you don't know nothing about. Could he keep up the taxes? You know, I'm just being real here.
Yeah.
Just because somebody give you a Rolls Royce don't mean you can drive it.
Can't afford the insurance.
You can't afford nothing on this car. So in order to have things, you need things built up. You need to know how to come up out of a Yugo and buy a Buick, from a Buick to a Cadillac, from a Cadillac to a Mercedes-Benz. You know about these things. Next step, a Bentley, Rolls Royce. You grew. In growing, you learn how to move, to have this money, to flip this money, how to build, you know. But it was something else we were going to talk about. I just wanted to hit on that for a second. But we're talking about this atheist church. Go ahead, man. Speak on that for a second.
Yeah, it's just an atheist starts a mega church. You know.
That means a bunch of mega demons, a bunch of demons. Mega means a lot. So, in other words, a lot of demons. That's everybody in here going to hell. If one of them malicious Mossads from Minnesota come in there. Now go ahead. I'll finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's expected to open up in 22 cities across the the map.
Appreciate it, Obama. Appreciate this ignorance that has creeped in our nation. Go ahead.
Now, me personally, I don't know what in the world that the pastor or whoever he's gonna be called gonna be preaching.
No, let me tell you. Yeah. Don't use the word preacher or don't use the word church, because y'all are the total opposite of what preaching church stand for. What you need to say is Satan's, hell's angels, and I ain't talking about the motorcycle group.
Yeah.
I'm talking about real hell's angels, the Antichrist. It's probably gonna be some gay woman up there pastoring. Or I shouldn't even say pastoring.
That's the thing. See how confused
you can't
it
even
is?
say
I mean,
flock.
how in the world could church come from religion? You know, it comes from God. You know, so y'all talking about something that you can't stand and don't believe in.
And you in here trying to do.
Yeah, but you bringing all the elements that make this happen.
And then if you don't believe in it, why are you having what you're trying to call church? Because you're gonna stand in there and you're gonna preach goodness and self-preservation and stuff like this. But all those things still are biblical, suckers.
Yeah.
They still biblical.
And some of the things I was reading about that, they're going to have activities for the community. They're going to, go out and pay people, help them out with money and stuff.
That's still biblical.
Biblical stuff.
Why ain't you pushing people out in front of cars? You Satan worshiper. You're doing what God wants you to do, dummy. They don't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join the military because I'm trying to leave home. I'm tired of people telling me what to do. That's what that sounds like. We're going to start our own church and help people walk across the street, handicapped, crippled, blind people, and we're gonna pass our food. All those things come just what Jesus did. What would Jesus do?
Hey, it's just like growing up, hearing that, if people like that don't believe in God, I mean, why not every day you should be going out killing people, just sleeping around, stealing, do everything that's wicked, that's totally against God.
Right, but they're going to preach about forgiveness, and we need to help our fellow brother out. We need to help them, uplift them. That's what Jesus would do. He would say something like that in the sermon.
Yeah, but who is Jesus, though?
The one that you're trying to be like right now up there. The one you're atheist you're trying to sound like.
Jesus, he's not supposed to be anybody to you.
No, what he should be saying is, we're going to kill the people, bit of a people. Let's go kill them all. Eat their blood and drink their wine. Drink their blood like wine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey,
that should be your Sunday school class right there.
It seems like the Muslim faith should be in this type stuff. Go kill somebody. Just act a fool, man.
Well, see, this atheist, they're too radical for us. We're not radicals. We're not radical Satanists.
Yeah.
We're not radical devil worshiper. We're what's called social devil worshippers. You understand that? A social, like I'm a social drinker. I'm not a drinker. I'm a social drinker. What the flip does that mean? A social drinker.
Yeah.
See, I only drink at social events, and when we go out, get a glass of wine, and then you drink enough wine, you'll be wrapped around that telephone pole too. I don't know if you know that or not. Yeah, wine will put you down. But I'm a social drinker. Yeah, okay, well, these are social devil worshippers. See, you see how we just made up a name for them?
Mm-hmm.
And that fit pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah, right on with it.
So, I hope today before we leave that y'all have learned something from my great wisdom. Okay. See how he just won't let me have nothing by myself? Hey, why don't the people come recruit you?
What people?
Fuck! Yeah, thank you. Yeah, them jihadists. Why don't they come recruit you?
Oh, man.
Because you don't want to give me no credit, and you already know how to shoot M16s. America has trained you well already. But the only problem about you going is you might turn the guns on them, and they probably not gonna like that much.
If anything, I won't be trying to blow myself up.
Hey, one more time, Noah. We finna say we got these atheist churches, and this is how the preacher in the atheist church gonna sound. Play it. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's some good stuff, right? Hey, that's some good teamwork right there, man. Atheist pastor, kill yourself, right there. That's what they should do. This is what y'all believe. Christians believe opposite of killing yourself.
Yeah.
This atheist minister should kill himself right in the pulpit in front of everybody. This is what you all guys should do. This is what you should do. Grab your gun and kill yourself. People will be back next Tuesday. Holla at us.
This is Talk Radio 1580 WPMO Pascagoula Moss Point and 1440 WVGG Loosedale, the talk of South Mississippi.
Your local news from Loosedale to Long Beach begins on Talk Radio 1580 and 1440. Former Mississippi State basketball player Marcus Bullard has been paroled on felony drug convictions and is now facing a drive-by shooting charge. 38-year-old Bullard, once an NBA hopeful, was on parole for cocaine and ecstasy convictions on December 26th when he allegedly fired shots at an acquaintance in Gulfport. Federal